My name is Jyotirmay Patel, and this is our team software squad. And here we are representing Charufat University, Depstar, and we are going to take an interview of Dhwani Patel, ma'am. So, ma'am, please give description about you and your job.
Hi, good morning. So I am Dhwani, a software engineer. I completed my master in computer science from University of North Carolina at Charlotte, from United States, last year. I have a experience as a software developer engineer at Amazon in the US. So currently, I am working as a software engineer at RO Solution. Currently, I am working on designing and developing software solution, including analysis, requirement, writing code, testing for functionality, and maintaining or updating software to ensure it perform efficiently. Also, I am working on the developing part. So it has been almost 1 year since I started working here.
What are the skills and qualification required for your job?
So for me, currently excelling in coding language such as Java, Python, JavaScript is a fundamental. So as a software engineer, being a good at solving problem is a super important. So it means using smart thinking and cool tricks to figure out things out needed for our job. So you have also got to be great at making software from scratch, testing a lot to make sure it works smoothly or not, knowing tools like Git, ID, debugging software really well is being helped to understanding how to design software. Also, being a good with database is in software is handy. Fixing mistake in code and testing it well has is a must to do, and you have got to be ready to keep learning new stuff because tech change fast, right? And that way you can keep getting better and making new like cool things in the tech world. Yeah.
What project management methodology do you follow to develop a software product? Example like Agile, Scrum, Waterfall.
So, in my work as a software engineer, we usually go with the agile methodology. So currently, we are using Zira software for that. It's like flexible way to build software. We break the work into smaller part called sprint and tackle them into them one by one. It's cool because it let us to adapt quickly to change that might pop up during the project, and we have regular meeting to talk about what we have done and what the next, and this way we keep things moving smoothly and make sure we are on the track to deliver a great product.
Okay. How do you approach the initial planning phase of software project?
um, for the initial planning phase of software project, like we typically start by digging too deep into what the project needs to be achieved. Project requirement understanding is the main point of any project, right? So understanding the client's requirement goals is a crucial. So usually we collaborate closely with the stakeholder like clients of or product manager or gather some information as possible. Once we have clear grasp of the project scope and our objective, we break down in the work into smaller and manageable tasks. So it will help us to create a roadmap or plan. So outlining what needs to be done and when it should be done and who is responsible for each part. And communication is a key during this plan to ensure everybody involved understands the plan and it's going on the same page. So overall it's about to laying a like solid foundation by defining clear goals and like step to get there. Yeah.
How do you gather requirements from clients?
um like we begin by deeply understanding client needs throughout the talks and workshop, and then we work together to prioritize these needs based on their impact. techniques like user store mapping help organize everything. Continuous communication, we are on the track with involving priority, forming a clear roadmap for the project success.
How how do we handle changes in design requirements during the development phase?
So when design requirement change during development, we communicate with stakeholder to understand the change. We assess the impact, adjust our development plan, and prioritize the tasks. And like then we adapt the design and updating the document and keeping everyone informed. So testing is a crucial to ensure everything works smoothly, and we learn from the process and continuously improve our approach. And it's all about the staying flexible, communicating well, and making change incrementally. Yeah.
How do you collaborate with other teams like development, testing, marketing, and all?
uh, sh- so sure, like as a software engineer, collaborating during the design phase is required. So we engage with the developer to ensure technical flexibility align with the design consideration, collaborate with the tester to ensure design are easily testable or robust, and like gather insight from marketers to align our user needs with the design. And regular meetings and writing things down make sure everyone knows what's happening and agree on the plan, and this will help us all team work together smoothly to create the design.
What tools do you use for project tracking and collaboration?
Mm, So for us, for project tracking, we are using Jira. So keeping the tabs on tasks and progress, and for communication, it's a Microsoft Team for quick chats, and for code collaboration and version control, we are using GitHub for keeps everything organized.
Okay. How do you document your design decisions and architecture for future references?
So we are using document design choices with notes and diagram explaining why and how they fit. Also, we are using like comments and readme files to detail critical decision for easy future understanding. That's our motive.
Um, what testing practices do you employ? Example, unit testing, integration testing.
So we are using unit testing to check small parts of code, integration testing to see how different parts work together, end-to-end testing for ensure the whole system function. Plus, currently like we are using automate test for when possible to catch issue early and keeping the software in good condition. So do you have any question about that testing or anything else?
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Shivam Patel.
Mm-hmm.
And what testing practices you employ? What programming language do you primarily work with?
Okay, so as a software engineer, I primarily work with the Python. Python is my basic language. I work with the Java, Python, JavaScript, all language, but currently I am working with the Python. Additionally, currently we use the we are using the AWS services and tools for cloud-based development and deployment and infrastructure management. And for web development specifically, we are using like right now Django framework and Angular and the React. Yeah, for the framework. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are the development process like or
Hmm.
deployment processes?
So our deployment process is a step-by-step journey. First, like we are thoroughly check and test the code to make sure it works as expected. And once like it's everything looks good, we use tools like Git to keep the tracks of change and versions. Employ a CI/CD pipeline for automating build, test, and deployment step. This seamless pipeline integration Docker for packaging, and ultimately we rely on the AWS to deploy our application effectively, and like all manage with the automated system for reliability. This is the our
How,
process for deployment. Yeah.
okay. How do you approach problem solving and debugging?
Oh, problem solving. So when solving problem and or debugging, usually we break the things down and gather info to understand what's the wrong, and we try to recreate the issue. Then simultaneously we check the code using tools to track where things go away. It's like detective work, like, so following clues until I find the issue. Once I spot the issue, I will fix it by step, testing each change to the make sure it works without causing new problem or not. Like taking your time and following step by approach is the really important when you dealing with the problem solving.
How do you ensure code quality in your projects?
So we maintain coding standard, like perform through the code reviews, rely on testing. Like testing is involving like both automated and manual to ensure the code quality. And overall, it's a mix of standard review, testing, and continuous improvement to maintain the quality of our code. Yeah.
What measures do you take to ensure the security of your software?
For ensuring the software, for security of software, yeah, so ensuring the security of our software involves several measures. So we start by implementing secure coding practice, following established standard and guidelines. So regular security audits and code reviews help identify and fix vulnerability. We also prioritize the data encryption and access control, like limiting who can access what the information. Additionally, like we stay updated with the security patches and updates, ensuring our software is protected against no threats or not. And lastly, we conduct the regular, it's an important thing. It's a regular security testing for both automated and manual to proactive identify and address potentially with the security risks.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kunj Patel. So, what are some common challenges do you face during software development of your projects?
Mm, So in software project, it's hitting a tight deadline while keeping quality high can be tough, and changes in requirement and communication gaps amongst the teammates add complexity. Balancing speed with accuracy, heading lot of user and dealing with the tech complexity are common challenges. So keeping the code really good and making sure it's safe all the time is a big worry too. So these are the some challenges I faced during my software development project.
So, ma'am, how do you handle the unexpected issue during development or your project?
So when unexpected issue arise during deployment, like we first assess the situation calmly. We break down the problem and trying to understand its root cause, and then we brainstorm potential solution, and like prioritize the based on their impact on feasibility. We are not afraid to seek help and like or collaborate with the team member to find the best way to forward. And throughout the process, we document the issue and the step taken to address it, ensuring we learn from the experience and can prevent similar problems in the future.
So, how do you update it to new tech industry trends and new technologies?
Okay, so new technology and technology. Uh, so staying updated on industry trends and new technology involves various approaches. So I regularly read tech blogs, industry publication, and like follow the leaders on platform like Twitter and LinkedIn. So engaging in online forms, attending webinar, and participating in tech conference keep me informed me about the latest new technology. And additionally, networking with peer, joining professional groups, and like taking online course or certification help me to stay abreast or industry changes and involving technology. Yeah, it's helpful.
So now all question you covered. So now you give to feedback to us as a software engineer to software
Mhm.
student.
Okay, so first of all, like I would like to say that your question were clear and cover broad range of aspect related to software engineer role and position. That's good, yeah. And it's great that you touch on various area including design, collaboration, testing, and challenge. So for become a good software engineer, you guys need to code every day. Yeah, practice coding challenge, work on the personal project, or contribute to open source project to apply what you learn. And technology involves rapidly. So stay updated by reading blogs, watching tutorials, and following industry news. Uh, Create your project, apps, website, games. This hands-on experience is in your it helpful and showcase your skills. Engage with the developers community, attend meetups, conference, or like you can join online forums, courses. Yeah, networking helps in learning and sharing knowledge and finding opportunity, gain real world experience throughout like internship. I think you guys are in second year, right? So you might be eligible for internship. So I think practical experience is a very helpful for professional growth. You can go and do the internship, it will be helpful for you. And develop communication skill, problem solving, teamwork skill. They are equally crucial in tech career. Yeah, you can do the lead code every day, because in software engineer interview they are asking most of the companies in the first round, there are three rounds, right? So they will ask you the lead code problem solving. So you can go with the lead code as well as for improve your coding skill. So yeah, so becoming a software engineer takes a time and dedication, and the main important part is the keep coding and learning. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. All the best for your career.
Thank
Thank you.
you.